Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled, No One Holds Black Women Accountable, Not Even Men. Let's get right into it.
Ain't no goddamn red pill the reason why men are frustrated with women. It's the women are the reason men are frustrated with women. Stop blaming the goddamn red pill. See, this is another goddamn instance where people don't hold women accountable. So now that women are all over the goddamn place acting like jackasses, it's not them. This not their narcissistic behavior. It's not that egotistical behavior. It's none of that goddamn red pill. That damn Rollo Tomasi. See, that's what it is. That damn Donovan Sharp. That damn alpha male strategies. That damn fresh and fit. I love when I used to get along with them good until I discovered their asses. Had nothing to do with us. It's everything to do with goddamn women and their behavior. Your sons of bitches don't even hold women accountable for their behavior. You can't, listen, y'all know me and my chick, we polyamorous and all this, that, and other. We done had several chicks over the few years I've been, 5 years I've been, several. Even she said, God damn, whoo, y'all deal with this? We have a chick, things going good. Next thing we know, an hour before we supposed to meet up with her, hey, sorry guys, we be on the group chat. Sorry guys, such and such, the sun got hot, my car got low in gas. My chick say, damn, y'all deal with this shit. This is women. This is them. This is the age of social media and dating apps. Short attention span. And I do it too on TV. I'll be watching a show. Show be going good. Next thing I know, I'm distracted. I'm on another show. And then a year later, I'll be like, damn, why the hell I stopped watching that show? Can't even stay focused on the fucking show. This Is Us. I was into that show. I don't know why the fuck I got to get back into it. Just so much fucking Netflix, Amazon Prime, Tubi, 1,000 cable channels. I can't even name them all. Sling, how many goddamn channels you goddamn got? It's hard to stay focused on one fucking show. I can't tell you how many shows I'll be on, like the show, and then get sidetracked, start watching another show. Next thing I know, I look up to.
It's so funny to me because I miss the old AMS, right? Remember when AMS back in the day, sleazeball. It's funny, we watch AMS evolve, right? But he's starting to see the things that we've seen all along. I think AMS seen some of the things, but I think it's now because he moved to Atlanta, he's starting to see how crazy women have become. And I wish AMS would just react to videos. If I get a chance to talk to AMS, I'm going to tell him, AMS, we need you to do reaction videos. I would love to see what AMS thinks about some of these videos. Because he still makes kind of content now that, it's just him talking to the camera. And that's cool. I'm not saying it's not. But this reaction stuff is better because, when women blame the red pill, and listen, I'm not saying I'm red pill, okay? I'm a servant of God, okay? I believe in Christ. I believe in Jesus, okay? But I do align with conservative values because, conservative values align with God. They just tell the truth. But social media has enabled women to think that they have unlimited options. Unlimited. And every girl wants a man to chase them. Oh my God, chase. I just made a video about that. You guys seen that video? Women swear they want a man chase them until they end up in their house, end up at their house uninvited, stalking them. But AMS said in their group chat, which I thought was really funny, he was like, the excuse that girls make nowadays is, oh, the sun got hot. The sun got hot. That is hysterical, man. I really do miss the old AMS because, when I first, even before I started doing YouTube, I used to just watch all his videos, right? And so, but AMS done got rich. He probably don't even care about this stuff anymore. But the fact that it's hitting him at home, now he's experiencing it in his polyamorous relationship. Even he's like, yo, what's up with this? This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And, AMS dates single moms. So AMS got a pretty big dating pool. For a lot of men that don't date single moms, including myself, if I date a single mom, I'm telling you guys, because I ain't going to do what Cooley did. I ain't going to pretend like I don't date single moms and low-key got a baby with a single mom. But if I ever date a single mom, just know that woman is so exceptional very few women who don't have kids could come beat with her. And that's so rare. Okay, that's so rare. Okay, but yeah, social media has done a number in the dating market. I definitely blame social media. Dating apps and all this stuff have given women the impression that they're a lot more valuable than what they really are.
I'm like, how the fuck did I get off that show? That's what we're dealing with women. Social media has given women too much leverage, guys. Anything in life, when something has too much leverage, do not expect good behavior out of it. It doesn't work when something has too much leverage. If you ever go to a job and it's more people applying for the job is most sought out, then you'll want it. Do not expect great behavior from that job. On the other hand, if that job needs employees more than you need them, oh man, they probably give you goddamn back rubs in the middle of the goddamn day. Oh man, nice working atmosphere, cool, everything, because they need you more than you need them. Social media and dating apps have just gave women no incentive to have good behavior at all. Then me and my chick, we get to be sexual with the girls, and then my chick asks the girl, "Hey, you comfortable?" I said, "Hey, what you mean she comfortable? That ain't gonna save your ass, and she gonna put a charge on your ass. That ain't gonna save you. The bitch a lie. What you have something? You gotta record it. You better have a goddamn judge as a goddamn witness, and with it signed and notarized. That you asking her if she comfortable with everything. What do you think that gonna do? That ain't gonna hold up in a court of law. I asked her before we did it. Was she comfortable? The bitch lie. My chick, she don't grasp all that. She think, I asked her, was she comfortable? That don't do nothing. Your ass better goddamn have a video goddamn receipt, 2 witnesses witnessing it, goddamn a notarized letter, a signed consent, blood sample. You gotta have every goddamn thing. That ain't gonna save your ass. Y'all guys start holding women accountable and stop blaming the fucking red pill. Goddamn dickhead dating coach on YouTube, this close to saying names. I'm telling you, this close. Saying goddamn name, trying to turn around and blame the red pill. But yet on that stupid bitch podcast, he's sitting up there talking to women on the podcast, and the women basically told him, yeah, we use dating apps just for validation and attention. And then you wonder why guys are frustrated. When you got bitches come on your little whack-ass, fake-ass, fresh and fit wannabe podcast, you fucking copycat, your watered-down-ass, bitch-ass podcast, and you sit up here talking to these stupid-ass bitches that you probably can't even fuck with your old decrepit ass, and they tell you that they own that damn podcast, your little whack-ass, fresh and fit wannabe podcast, that they only use dating apps for validation and attention, and then you wonder why guys are frustrated and angry. Ain't got nothing to do with no goddamn red pill. When you out with women, they are masculine, they not fun to be around, they got funky ass attitude, they narcissistic, they are inconsiderate, they empathetic. I mean, they're not empathetic. Just ridiculous. And then you blame the red pill. Oh man, it's just that goddamn red pill. No goddamn red pill. Y'all hold these bitches accountable, man. I'm not going to keep y'all long.
That's so funny to me because, I do see that now. A lot of girls say, oh, if you're, and you even see it on dating apps now. If a girl says, like on Hinge says, don't message me or don't like me or don't swipe right on me or don't connect with me if you listen to podcast bros. They call us podcast bros. I don't know. Some women say red pill, but a lot of women call us podcast bros, right? And it's funny because, again, the issue is not the podcast. The podcast just told men the truth. I'm thankful for, quote unquote, the red pill in these podcasts because I've learned a lot about women I didn't know. Like, that's how I discovered AMS. When I was like, I went through a breakup in 2019. I was dating a girl for a year. And, part of the relationship I was like alpha masculine, and on the latter half of the relationship I got real beta, right? And the reason why I believe I got real beta is because I wasn't where I wanted to be in my life. I really wasn't where I wanted to be in my life, and I was taking it out on her, and it's wrong for me. I know. And she's actually one of the girls I would spin the block for. Maybe not now. Maybe things won't be the same. I mean, it was like 6 years ago, right? But I say that because she didn't do anything wrong. And she was actually, she came from a good household. Mom and dad, she was like medium attractive. She was okay. She was probably average, but she had a great body, great personality. She was a down-ass chick. And when I discovered, and when she broke up with me, all right, let me go into it a little bit. So I met this girl. At the time, 2018, I'm like a lit photographer in New Jersey. Like I'm lit. Like I got a studio in Newark. I'm running with a crew that everybody knows. We were in the basement on Bloomfield Avenue. There's if you know Bloomfield Avenue in Newark, that's like Newark, right? If you know Newark, that's like Newark, right? So on Bloomfield Avenue between Summer and Stone, and we had like this, it was like a photo studio, recording studio, and like a podcast setup, right? 3 different rooms, but all in one like basement kind of environment, right? And we're running a business. And I must have had like so many girls coming in and out of there. Like I literally shot hundreds of girls, you know what I'm saying, as far as photo shoots and stuff. And I met this girl on a dating app, and I was just this is when dating apps were in their prime. Like, we didn't have a lot of the issues. None of these issues with girls coming online talking nonsense. It didn't exist just yet. So we were in like the dating app golden era at that time, you know what I'm saying? And so I would match with girls and link with girls. I was hooking up with, that year, like 2018, I might have smashed like a dozen girls that year. But I kind of wanted the relationship because I kind of didn't want to keep, you know what I'm saying? I wanted something more steady. So I met this one girl, and I remember when I first started talking to her, she was shocked that I was trying to date her so fast. She was like, because like we went on one date, it was cool. Went on the second date, it was cool. Third date, we smashed. And by like the fourth, at that time, I was just like, all right. In my mind, I'm like, you're my girl. And she was shocked. She was like, that's it? So quick? That's fast? That's all? Like, she was shocked that I wiped her out. She was expecting me to like just date her a little bit longer, maybe even ghost her. Anyway, long story short, dated her for like a year. Within that year, so much happened where I kind of lost my footing. I wasn't in the same place anymore. Now I'm struggling. Now I'm not having success. My dad's looking at me like, bro, you still live here. Like, I don't want you underneath my roof anymore. Like, so I wasn't living on my own. I wasn't who I wanted to be. I wasn't successful yet. And, I did like little feminine shit, like argue and fight with my girl for no reason. And I think when I look back at it, I only did that because I wanted her to validate me that she cared about me. I had this mindset, this beta mindset at the time that if a girl really loves you, she's going to put up with your shit, which is so it's so stupid. And I see people do it now, and I condemn it, but realistically, I look at myself and say, I was guilty of that too. I was guilty of it too. But when I discovered the red pill, and being such the nerd geek dude that I am, I like to study and read up on shit, I was like, oh. I started to see the things I was doing when I was beta, but then I started to see things I was doing when I was alpha. And it opened me up to this whole dating information, dating content information, and it changed my life for the better. It made me look at all my beta ways and say, yo, that's beta. I didn't even know what the word, I didn't even know the word beta at the time. You know what I'm saying? It made me look at all my beta behavior. I'm like, yo, that's beta. So it actually improved me. Now, it still takes time. Even after you discover the red pill and this kind of manosphere content, it still takes time to kill the beta in you. Right? And even now, I feel like I might do I might do a little beta shit here and there. Just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But when I discovered AMS, Corey Wayne, who else? Who else that really put me on? This one book was called Atomic Dating or Atomic Habits. That was a pretty good book. All these different books. Rollo Tomassi, he mentioned Rollo Tomassi. Rollo Tomassi's, what's Rollo Tomassi's book called? It's called the masculine, no, the Rational Male. Great book. And it talks about spinning plates and, juggling women, essentially, dating multiple women. I started seeing myself like, oh, I had an opportunity to do all this, and I did none of this. right? I should have never rushed into a relationship. I should have just kept spinning plates and only, let the girl push for the relationship. I was pushing for a relationship. I should let her push for a relationship, even though I wanted one. So I started learning how to be a man through this information. And so a lot of these things started to click for me. It kind of opened up my eyes. I became aware, right? And it all started clicking and making sense to me. And it kind of allows me to make content like this now because I've tried a lot of that stuff in the last 6 years and I've seen so much success. And it's great when you have a foundation of understanding of how to move through this world. That's why I make these videos and help pay it forward for you guys. Now, AMS, he's not the same AMS he used to be. If you discover AMS now, he's not the top dog. But when I was coming up, he was the top dog. So I'm making this video for a lot of people who should love AMS like me, and kind of bring them into the Manosphere Red Pill 2.0, because that's where we are now. And a lot of dudes that discovered this, in my personal opinion, is improving their lives. But it gives a woman a scapegoat to blame for all the chaos in the dating market. And it really is not the red pill is making men more alpha. But the problem is women don't want alpha men. They think they want alpha men. They want men that look alpha. They want them to be tall and muscular or whatever. But women are so scared of the world, right? Women have so much fear. They're paranoid of the world. They're so worried about stuff that when it comes to dating, they only feel safe if they can control you. And who's the only women that women can control? Beta men. Like, if you're a beta, even though a girl might dislike you and she might resent you, the thing that she does like about you is that she can control you. And she feels safe with you because she knows you can't go nowhere else. She knows she's the baddest chick you ever had. And so, all that mindset in men is getting eroded the more and more they discover these podcasts, the more and more they discover channels like mine. They realize, like, nah, hell no, I don't got to sue for that. Like, I'm telling men, like, like like AMS told us back in the day, like, focus on your purpose. That's a really, focus on your mission, right? God says labor for wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Labor for knowledge, labor for wisdom. Like, that's what you need to focus on. All this other stuff is a distraction. Social media is a distraction. I'm making content because it's my purpose. God gave me a voice to talk, and I know people listen, so I'm using it. Right? But I'm trying to do good with it. I'm not trying to tell men to be toxic and stalk girls and stuff like that. But this is the beta stuff men do, and women love it. Women eat it up because, again, they want to feel like they're the prize, and they only feel like they're the prize if you're chasing after them, if you're a sucker for them. What happens is red pill podcasts like this, like Alpha Male, like what he's describing, it takes women off a pedestal. And that's where women are upset. That's where women are pointing the finger because they feel like they no longer have control of their relationships. And again, like I said, women are so terrified of the world, they feel like they don't feel safe unless they can control you. But just think about that. If you're scared of the world, why should I leave? Why should I follow you? It makes no sense. But it doesn't have to make sense. Women don't have to make sense. When it comes to the female's heart, as long as if her heart says so, it's right. And this is why, my next journey in life, and it's kind of the journey you guys see me on now, is when I adopted the Bible, because the Bible tells you straight up. One, that you should lead women because God made Adam first before Eve purposely, right? That was a divine order, right? And that was a hierarchical order, right? First comes a man, then comes a woman. But the second thing is, in Jeremiah 17:9, the King James Version of the Bible says, the heart is desperately wicked. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? And women follow their heart. So if you hear a woman says she follows her heart, she's following a very deceitful part of her body that lies to her. And this is why women are delusional. They're delusional. The Bible explains why women are delusional because they follow their heart. And their heart deceives them left and right. Okay? You can't have a foundation built on a heart. The heart's just a liar. Okay, the Bible doesn't lie. The Bible gives the foundation of how men and women should exist, and that is men should work hard, provide for the women, die for the women. And I know a lot of these women are not worth dying for, but in exchange, women must submit to their man. The Bible tells you, and you might not believe in the Bible, but let me tell you something. The Bible is pretty red pill if you got to consider it. The Bible says that women, like God commands that women submit to their husbands. And we live in a world where women want to do everything but that. Think feminism. Because we all know Satan is their daddy. Okay? Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you over there.